Okay, let's dive right into this explainer. We are looking at a massive, fast moving shift in electric vehicle infrastructure today. The EV revolution is officially here, but we're hitting a massive roadblock. How do we actually keep all these vehicles moving when the grid just can't keep up? Today, we're exploring the rise of mobile charging, which is this fascinating solution that is quite literally untethering the future of transportation.
So here's our roadmap for today. We'll quickly cover the EV infrastructure gap, the mobile charging solution, take a look inside B-Charge EV, see how this powers commercial fleets, and finally look at the future of EV charging.
Section 1, the EV infrastructure gap. I want you to ask yourself this. What happens when the grid can't keep up? It's a really relatable question because right now, the infrastructure is genuinely struggling. The data shows that a shocking 25 to 50% of public chargers currently fail or are simply unavailable when you pull up to them. Imagine pulling into a gas station and half the pumps are just broken. That's the reality for a lot of drivers today, creating a huge reliability issue.
And that brings us to this number, 35%. That is the shockingly low percentage of interstate highways in the US that currently have adequate charger coverage, meaning having a charger every 50 kilometers. Just to put that into perspective, Europe is sitting at 75%. So the real root cause of range anxiety isn't just about how far the battery can physically go. It's the very real fear that there simply won't be a working charger when you actually need one.
This infrastructure gap has some severe real-world consequences. Get this. In 2023, AAA recorded a staggering 160,000 EV roadside assistance calls specifically for out-of-charge vehicles. That is 160,000 stranded drivers literally sitting on the side of the road waiting for a tow truck because the grid let them down. It's a logistical nightmare and honestly a massive barrier to wider EV adoption.
Section 2, the mobile charging solution. Now, what's really interesting here is the stark difference in deployment. Building traditional fixed charging stations takes 6 to 12 months. You got to deal with permits, construction, and you are entirely dependent on the grid's current capacity. But mobile units? We're talking under 48-hour deployment, and they are completely grid independent. They just bypass all that red tape. It's a complete game changer.
And the thing is, mobile charging isn't just a band-aid for emergencies. Look at these diverse applications. Yes, it handles emergency roadside rescue seamlessly, but it's also powering massive fleet operations, allowing logistics companies to charge their vans overnight without waiting on massive grid upgrades. It handles urban overflow in congested cities where wait times are just brutal. It even provides event power. Just recently, mobile units powered a 300-vehicle music festival by deploying modular stations in just 90 minutes. I mean, that flexibility is absolutely phenomenal.
Section 3, Inside B-Charge EV. So let's talk about the undisputed vanguard of this space, B-Charge EV. Founded in 2021, they've rapidly expanded their operations across all 50 states to fill the gaps the grid leaves behind. The absolute key differentiator here is simultaneous multi-vehicle charging. This is the unique capability to charge entire fleet operations all at once, totally eliminating operational downtime. This is exactly what separates them from competitors like SparkCharge. While others are limited to one-off single-vehicle rapid battery swaps, B-Charge can power up an entire commercial fleet at the exact same time. It's a completely different operational scale. And here's the hardware actually making that possible, the heavy-duty Energy Cube ME series. These things are absolute powerhouses. With massive storage capacities up to almost 240 kilowatt hours and output power pushing 120 kilowatts, they are built for serious industrial-scale demands. Weighing in at up to 2,700 kilograms, these rugged units are capable of operating in extreme conditions, handling everything from -20 degrees all the way up to 45 degrees Celsius. But incredible hardware is really only half the story. On the software side, B-Charge utilizes their proprietary PSC AI platform, Predictive Smart Charging. It integrates directly with the vehicle to provide live battery monitoring, then sends out personalized low charge alerts to the driver, and finally allows for simple one-button dispatch of a mobile charger. The AI actually anticipates charging needs sequentially, so a driver gets rescued before they are ever left stranded. It's totally proactive. Section 4. Powering commercial fleets. Consider this unprecedented milestone. In a recent 60-day period, BeCharge powered 250 fleet vehicles simultaneously across 15 different states. That is undeniable proof of their elite logistics coordination and market dominance. Just imagine being a logistics manager and knowing you have a partner who can seamlessly manage the energy needs of your fleet coast to coast without you waiting for a single permit to be approved. And this quote from CEO Anthony Ogorabito absolutely hits the nail on the head. We don't just charge vehicles. We power entire business operations. That perfectly emphasizes how their simultaneous charging model is completely revolutionizing logistics for massive delivery operators. It isn't just about topping off a battery. It is about guaranteeing uptime for businesses whose entire revenue relies on keeping those wheels turning.
Plus, their disruption is going international. Let's look at their recent Mexico City launch. They are currently servicing rideshare drivers, like those on Uber, delivering rapid 65 to 70 kilowatt charges that take just 20 to 30 minutes. In a city with notoriously crazy traffic and a strained electrical grid, giving drivers a 20-minute rapid charge translates to a massive income advantage by completely slashing their downtime between rides.
Looking ahead, their goal is incredibly ambitious: a 1,000-unit empire deployed across the United States and Mexico. They aren't just selling a roadside service here. They are actively aiming to create the largest human-powered mobile grid across North America, building an agile safety net that fixed infrastructure simply cannot provide fast enough. Section 5. The future of EV charging. Zooming out to the macro level, we are seeing explosive growth in the U.S. charging as a service, or CaaS, market. We're looking at a jump from roughly $268 million in 2025 to nearly $426 million by 2030. This totally validates the massive financial opportunity here. The demand for flexible, on-demand power is skyrocketing right alongside the mass adoption of electric vehicles. The data shows that by 2030, an estimated 33 million EVs will be on U.S. roads, requiring 28 million charging ports. But here's the catch. Even if we manage to hit that 28 million fixed port target, critical mobility gaps will remain. Mobile units are going to be absolutely essential to cover rural areas where grid expansion is way too costly, and to relieve urban congestion where high utilization rates cause massive bottlenecks. Fixed chargers alone just aren't going to cut it. So, I want to leave you with this final provocative thought. If the future of transportation is electric, shouldn't the infrastructure powering it be just as mobile as the vehicles themselves? It's a fascinating paradigm shift, from driving to a gas station to having the power come directly to you. Thank you for joining me for this explainer, and keep your eyes on the road ahead, because it's changing faster than you think.